the academic mentor at IQ Ideas. In this video, we are going to quickly run through some important legal maxims for our entrance exam preparations for law. Ab initio, a very commonly used maxim, literally means from the beginning. The hint here is the word initio. That is the root for the word initial, which also means beginning. So ab initio means from the beginning. Actionis leges. Now the word actionis gives us the thought about the word action, and leges as in legal or law. So actionis leges is a legal action or literally a lawsuit. Actus reus means a guilty deed or act. Ad hoc is for this purpose. For example, when a committee is set up whose sole purpose is to investigate a particular incident, then it's called an ad hoc committee for that purpose. Ad infinitum means forever, without limit to infinity. For example, for how long would you like to keep earning money? Well, I would love to have it ad infinitum, forever. Alibi is literally at another place or elsewhere. It's a legal term where you try to prove that you were at another place and hence you could not have committed the crime of which you have been accused. So supposing I'm accused of having been in city X for committing a crime and I'm able to establish the fact that I was in city Y, then that is my alibi. Amicus curia. Now the word curia is court and amicus as an amiable means friend. So amicus curiae is a friend of the court. Audi alterum partem literally means hear the other side. Audi as in auditory, audio means to hear or listen or sound. Alternate, alterum, other, partem, part or party. So audi alterum partem is hear the other side. Listen to the other side, other version of the incident. Bona fide or bona fide. Bon is good, fide as in fidelity or trust. So bona fide or bona fide literally means sincere or in good faith. Bona vacantia, asked in one of the CLAT examinations, means goods without an owner. Caveat emptor. Caveat means warning. So caveat emptor literally means let the purchaser beware, let the buyer beware. It is the purchaser or the buyer who has to be careful. Caveat venditor literally means let the seller beware. Venditor as in vendor. Ceteris paribus. Now, paribus contains the word par, which means equal, at par. So, ceteris paribus means other things being equal. If all the circumstances remain the same, then you can expect the same outcome. So, would I be alive today? Yes, I am. Would I be alive tomorrow? If everything else remains the same, then yes, I would be. So, would I be alive tomorrow? Ceteris paribus? Yes. Contra, as in contrary, means to the contrary or against something. Corpus literally means body. So corpus delicti means the body or the gist of the crime. Damnum sine injuria. Damnum is damage, sine means without, injuria means legal injury. So damnum sine injuria literally means you have received some damage but no legal harm has been done to you, which means you do not have the basis for a lawsuit. De facto is in fact. So I am the de facto head of this class. I am in fact the head of this class. De jure is rightful or by right. So the word jure is right. De jure is by right. De minimis lex non curat. The law does not notice trifling matters. The law does not care about very inconsequential or trivial things. Doli incapax, incapable. So incapable of crime. Dominium is ownership. Who has the dominion of this place? I do. Etc. The etc that we commonly use when writing things literally means other things of that type. So etc. when we want to continue a list without specifying the individual items. Ex cathedra is with official authority. Cathedra as in cathedral, right? The official head of the church. So ex cathedra is with official authority. Ex dolo malo axio non oritur. Malo as in mal or bad. Axio action non not. So a right of action cannot arise out of fraud. If I commit some wrongdoing and in commission of that wrongful act, if I get hurt, I do not have a cause of action against another because my injury was a result of my own wrongdoing. Ex facie is on the fact of it, as it may seem. Ex gratia is out of kindness or voluntary. When somebody does something for you, you are not bound to pay him, but yet you give him something. Then that is called an ex gratia payment, out of gratitude. Ex parte is proceeding brought by one person in the absence of another. Now, supposing I want to present something to a judge against another person, but the other party is not present, then in absence of the other party, whatever proceedings I have done to the judge is called ex parte proceedings. Ex post facto means by reason of a subsequent act, something which happened later, and as a result of that, if something happened, it's ex post facto, after the fact. Ex turpi causa non oritur actio. No action arises on an immoral contract. So if I have an agreement with a person which contains anything which is immoral in it, then if something goes wrong, I cannot be held liable or hold the other party liable to it. Factum is an act or a deed. Habeas corpus. Now corpus we already saw meant body. So habeas corpus is that you have the body. It's one of the writs which is issued for the authorities to produce the body in front of the court. Item is the same person or thing, the same item. Ignorantia factus excusat, ignorantia juris non excusat. Ignorant fact excuse. So ignorance of fact excuses you, but ignorance of law cannot be excused. If you do not know a fact, then it's fine, but you could not excuse yourself claiming you did not know that it was a law. In camera means in private. In delicto is a person at fault. You are at fault. In loco parentis, as in parent. So in place of the parent. If your parents are not present, the person who's your guardian is acting in loco parentis. In omnibus is in every respect, for everything. In personam means against a person, an individual. In situ, situ as in situation or site. So in situ is in its place. Inter alia means amongst other things. Interim is temporary or in the meanwhile. Ipso facto means by that very fact. Jus is a right that is recognized in law. From jus we do get words like justice. Jus natural is natural justice. Mala fide or malafide. Mal as in bad, fide as in trust. So malafide is in bad faith. Mala prohibita is crimes which are prohibited or bad things which are prohibited. Malo animo is with evil intent. Mandamus, again a writ like habeas corpus, means we command. So a command given by a higher court is a writ of mandamus. Mens rea is the guilty state of mind, often required in criminal law to be proven before it can be considered a crime capable of punishment. Non compos mentis, so not of sound mind and understanding, a person who legally is not sane. Non sequitur, or an inconsistent statement, something which does not follow. So you are talking about, let us say, the law, and suddenly you insert a statement claiming you like pizza. So that's a non sequitur. It's a statement which does not follow what generally you are talking about. Pari passu is on an equal footing, on an equal level. Per curiam is in the opinion of the court, as per the curia, the court, as per the court is per curiam. Post mortem comes from the word morte or mort, which means death. So post mortem is after death. Prima facie is on the face of it, at first sight. Pro rata is in proportion, as per the rate. Publici juris is of public right. Quantum, quantity, is how much, the amount. Qui facet per alium, facet per se. He who acts through another acts himself. If I commission the wrongful act through another person, it is as if I have committed the wrongful act myself. Quid pro quo is consideration or something in return for something, something in exchange for something. Res ipsa loquitur. Loquitur comes from the word loc or speech. So res ipsa loquitur means the thing speaks for itself. You don't need to give great evidence or proof. It's quite obvious what it means. Respondeat superior. Let the principal, let the superior person answer. Let the superior person be responsible. Terra firma. Terra or terrain is ground. Firma as in firm or solid. So terra firma means solid ground. Ubi jus ibi remedium. Jus or law, remedium, remedy. So where there's a right, that is a remedy. For something to be considered your right, there must be a legal remedy to protect it. Something which is not protected by a legal remedy cannot be considered a right. Verbatim. Verbatim or comes from the word verbal, which is word by word or exactly. Vice versa is the other way around. X plus y or vice versa means y plus x. So the other way around, the reverse of the statement. Volenti non fit injuria means an injury is not done to one consenting to it. Meaning, if I myself agree to get slapped, then I cannot sue the person who has slapped me because I voluntarily agreed to the act. So when I voluntarily agree to an injury, I cannot claim an action against the person who was responsible for injury. So those were some important legal maxims. There are many more which you will come across, but these are some of the important ones that you will face time and again in your preparation of entrance exams. So wish you all the best and have a good day.